Hello, everyone. I'm Allison, and welcome to my weekly Meltdowns coverage of Survivor Ghost Island Episode 9. Tonight, as always, my cat is puking on the floor under me. Okay, this is fun. If you hear anything.
As always.
Did you get it up? Okay. Oh, hate my life. Anyway, we have Tyler, Deborah G, and again, we have comedian, and you run real fast, you little fucker. Sorry, Jesus. And we have Clifford Myers, our favorite comedian, is here with us tonight. What an episode. All right, before we get balls deep in this episode, I am going to try to do my rapid recap that everyone loves so much. Are y'all ready? Okay. So we start out, we're merged, we're La Vida. It's after the wacky tribal council. Libby's upset. Her name has come up 3 times. She needs to keep her eyes open. Okay. Dom's happier than a pig in shit because Chris is gone. But he thinks he needs to stop being so controlling and take a step back and just let things unfold for a sec. So we've got Wendell's making a kitchen. Wendell's telling Lauren about the idol that he's got, the idol that Dom's got. She's extremely butthurt because they are keeping her in the dark and they're in an alliance. Go figure, you're in the dark when you're in an alliance. What's this, like Survivor? You know, because it's Laurel, Dom, Donathan, and Wendell. Okay, reward challenge. We got a lot of, what is it? I don't know. I can't read my own handwriting. We got slingshots. Yeah, that's a sling. We got slingshots with stuff.
Basically, it's everybody versus Wendell.
Right. So, you know, and the winner gets to go to the Tiki Taco Hut. And it's the purple team, Wendell, who wins. And they all get to go to the Tiki Taco Hut. I just like saying that. And so during the challenge, Kellen keeps telling everyone on her team, the team that lost, you're aiming too high. Thank fucking God she was there to tell them that every time they missed. And apparently Seb sucks big time at tossing big sacks. And at the end, Seb just kind of goes, how did we lose this? Because you didn't fucking hit anything. So Ghost Island comes up. They draw rocks because we got a bunch of wussies who don't want to make a decision about it. And Jenna, who pretty much makes her only appearance during this episode, goes to Ghost Island, doesn't get anything, which, you know, look, you still can't hit anything. They're keeping that momentum going. So the purple winners go have their Tiki Taco Hut night. They discuss the tribal. Angela's like, yeah, I wrote Libby's name down, like, whatever. And Libby's like, yeah, they wrote my name down for, like, who cares? That was like 10 episodes ago. So Angela decides, I'm going to use psychological warfare. I'm going to stir in the pot. I'm going to use psychological warfare in the shape of Michael. So they go to the immunity challenge. And I just want to point out all the chicks had the Princess Leia buns going, even Seb, who pretty much is a chick. They had to eat a bunch of nasty stuff, fish eyes. Oh, we have a Chelsea update. She vomited. Next, they had beetle larva and the sea slug, which Angela deep-throated in and out of her mouth simultaneously. Then it came down to the mother of pearl, where it was Michael versus Angela. Angela wins with a lot of deep-throating and swallowing. Oh, so, and then they have like a meeting, and I have another Chelsea update. She says the 3 words, I don't know. So, it's Michael this night. Right. It's Michael versus Libby tonight. So we're going to see who's going to go home. Donathan spills the tea to Libby. She's real paranoid. They're going to split the votes. They make it to tribal council. You know, people are too comfy, but not Michael. Michael's not too comfy. You want to know how I know? Because he used the old Aussie fake idol. And Libby went home, but not before Allison almost shat her pants because she thought her winner pick Wendell might be going. But guys, Libby was voted out. Finally, the biggest comp beast, whose name keeps getting written down every week, Libby is gone. There you go.
I still really don't understand why Libby is such like a target to everybody.
Oh, for God.
And I guess we'll never know because now she's gone.
Well, now we have Ken and Barbie.
I just have to say,
the tribal council.
True. Yeah.
I just have to say that Chelsea was very busy tonight. Jeff Probst, who gave us the biggest Chelsea update during the slingshot competition, Jeff Probst said Chelsea fulfilling her goal of participating.
Oh, yeah, I know. Everyone, that is the goal. That is
such
the goal.
shade.
You know what's really bad when Jeff Probst starts throwing shade at you like that.
That is so fucking shady.
Chelsea participated.
There is no TV show that's made yet. Like he's so aware that like Chelsea is such like a non-entity in the entire game that's the shade that he throws like right then and there in the moment. I think that's fantastic.
That was amazing. It was amazing.
Oh, I love it. At the Tacos on the Island, bet that's fun. Joy-Con Thomas, hello. And Clifford typed free-flowing aqua dumps. Honey, that's going to be more than some free-flowing aqua dumps after tacos on an empty stomach.
Yeah.
I can't handle tacos on a regular stomach. I can't even imagine. You better find a waterfall.
Yeah.
Wendell did say he would risk immunity for guacamole.
I love guacamole.
I'm with him on that.
I am with him on that too.
Gotta
Guac's
agree.
amazing.
I feel like guac on an island would be way better than all the other taco stuff. Like I would just eat most of the guac, right?
All over that guacamole. But
legit.
If I was on Survivor, the one thing I would be craving the most out there is chocolate. So I would go like I would eat through like any of those disgusting like food thingies if I was getting just a little bit of chocolate, you know?
That's me with peanut butter.
Ugh.
Like, I'm one of those weirdos that eat it with a spoon, right? So I would totally love for the peanut butter.
I just want Kentucky Fried Chicken when I'm starving. Joy-Con Thomas says, "What will Chelsea say if she's in the final 3?"
She'll say, "I'm sitting."
Yeah.
I don't know. I participated. I don't know how, but I'm sitting.
She's like, "Am I the Bachelor?"
I don't know how.
By sitting?
Me and my eyebrows survived 39 days.
Oh my God. I want to give the $1 million to her freaking eyebrows. Because those things are there.
2 eyebrows, 1 survivor.
God,
I wonder how she keeps them up. Like, does she clean them up? Maybe she just like pulls this thread out of her clothes and threads them.
One of us should do that.
Serious microblading before she hit that island. I mean, because that's what I would do. I would have every hair removed off my body from the neck down and have my eyebrows done. That's what I would do in preparation. Everybody else is gaining weight and getting ready to go on Survivor. I'm having my cooch hair ripped out. It's just not going to happen.
I will say though, like Libby, like she started like getting like island gorgeous. Like I was noticing that like a couple times tonight. Like she is beautiful. Like she was giving me kind of, and this is a real big throwback, like Elizabeth Hasselbeck, like before she was voted out.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I see
true.
that. Yeah.
That's what I kept like thinking about. Like she's gorgeous. I would love to see Libby back. I'm now a fan of her. I really like her.
Tyler.
Is that the reason why she has the Parvati references? Because everyone always compares her to Parvati, but she hasn't done anything that's too Parvati-ish.
Yeah.
So is it just because she's really pretty?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Tyler, just, about the Libby Island Beautiful. That's what I look like in the summer when I'm lounging around my mother's above ground 5-foot deep pool.
Tell everybody you're just practicing for day 39 of Survivor.
I know. I'm just practicing. I've got dogs all around me. I've got my mom bathing suit on with the skirt. It's fun.
That's so funny. Perfect. Cool. So let's break it down, shall we?
Yes, let's do it.
Where do we want to start?
Dominic was trying to make himself look small by saying how hard it was for Chris to get Chris out and that he feels bad about it. So he's trying to look remorseful and just trying to kind of shrink back down again because he looked like a freaking giant in
He said, I got to stop calling the shots.
Yes.
He's like, I got to stop calling the shots.
Back, make himself look little. And that's what you got to do.
Well, yeah, not only did he make himself look little, he made himself look respectable too.
Yeah.
He was like, I know I made a big show at Tribal, but like honestly, like I thought he did a really great job, and I wish him nothing but the best. Yada yada yada. Like I thought that was really humble, really humanizing of him.
Right.
And I thought that was really a great move in terms of like taking the target off of him and making. Or removing just like the big spectacle of that moment, especially immediately after.
And that's how you make yourself look small. Yeah,
I feel like he was full of shit.
Oh, he absolutely was totally full of shit.
But typically
he knew he had to do it.
You don't typically see guys like Dominic playing that card, though. Like the Russell Hanses, the Joe Minas, they typically expand their egos, right? He actually kind of diminished it. You never really see that. So I thought that was good gameplay on his part, and he hasn't impressed me until tonight, actually.
Yeah. I'm with you there on that, Cliff.
That's an important thing. Anytime you make any big moves and you look like, you're the, head bitch in charge or whatever, you have to make yourself look small as soon as you're done. So you need to find a way to look humble and look small, so then that way you're not the target for the next week.
Wendell scared me a little bit because the way he won that challenge.
Oh, that was beast mode.
Yeah. That was beast mode. Well, Laurel did too. Laurel did too.
Yeah. She was killing it.
Yeah, it was those two.
Yeah, but their conversation was so weird.
Yeah, I was worried about that.
Yeah, right. Like he's giving her all the information, and she's like, "I don't like this because it wasn't sooner."
Yeah,
and I'm kind of like, "Well, you still have all the information now. You get to do with that whatever you want."
Yeah,
they're kind of showing Laurel. My favorite part of the night was how perceptive Laurel was about like when Wendell was having that one-on-one with her. I had a couple of thoughts of there. Like I really enjoyed how she, like, she accepted, like, yes, I'm like in the group, like, thank you for inviting me, like, yeah, I'm totally in 100%. That is what you say in the moment. But then we cut to her and she's like, I wasn't told about the immunity idol until just now. I wasn't told about the advantage that was played at the last tribal council. Like, that shows her more than anything where she lies on the totem pole. And that's exactly what, like, that gave me shades of, like, Blood versus Water. Like, the whole reason that Sierra Easton, like, wanted to flip on, like, Tyson, Monica, and Jervis is because they really made her feel like she was number 4 on a group of 4. And that's exactly what Wendell was doing in this with Laurel, too. He was inadvertently, like, I don't think he even realized he was doing it either, which is the worst part. But he really, like, solidified to her that, like, yeah, like, you're with us for a number, and you are going to be the first one taken out once it gets there.
Yeah.
But Wendell was also perceptive, though, like, at the taco thing, whereas he knew that his talk with Laurel didn't work that well earlier in the day. He talked about that in his confessional.
Yeah, no, I thought that was a good and important recovery. Yeah,
there's kind of like a mental tit for tat going on between the two. They're both very smart players. Right? Just Wendell's more in the forefront and Laurel's more in the background. So this is going to be an interesting power dynamic.
Yeah, it really is interesting because I feel like because they're both so smart and savvy players, like, they both kind of need to reassure each other a little bit more than the average person does, especially because both of them are that way,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how that plays out.
Yeah, I'm really pulling for both of them to get to the end.
I'm pulling for all 4. I want that 4 to actually. I love it when a small alliance like Foa or whatever get to the end. I love that shit.
Yeah.
So I'm pulling for that whole alliance to get the final 4 now.
I'm just still like on like the Donathan train just yet.
Oh, I love Donathan.
I don't know. He's not like winner material for me,
But he seems aware socially, right? Like, even when he's talking, he knows how to withhold information. And, like, even when he was telling Libby, hey, they're splitting votes between you two, which blew my mind why she'd write Michael down, because if he plays an idol, she's the one that's fucked, right?
Right.
She should have tossed her vote onto Wendell.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? At the odd chance, right?
You'd think that she would know better.
So who voted for Wendell?
Only Libby.
Just Michael. Wait, Libby did? I thought it was Michael.
No, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the chart right now. Michael voted for Wendell.
Yeah,
sorry.
Okay.
So he thought he was pulling a you know what.
Yeah.
Yeah, Von's
You never know when like a Kelly Wentworth might happen again, and like literally everybody votes for that person, and that gets taken out with the idol. And then, sorry, go ahead.
I did that once when I played Sequester All Stars. I used my immunity on Jay to get Ame out.
Oh man, I bet that was so satisfying too.
It was very dramatic.
Yeah. And I was all like, "What happened?"
I remember that. That was good.
Yeah.
Is that when she had the total shit fit?
It was the thing. Yes, we call it the thing.
Oh, I haven't seen that season of Sequester, but I know what moment you're talking about. That's how like iconic that is.
It was one of those moments. I want to talk about another moment tonight that hasn't been brought up, and I'm a little surprised. Sebastian's facial expressions during the eating competition and the thing hanging from his head. I'm not real sure what that was. That a dreadlock? I mean, because like all I saw was this thing just that he was trying not to eat along with the food.
Yeah, I don't know. I am very like turned off by Seabass, and I'm glad that he has found his soulmate with Jenna. But I just
oh my gosh,
not into it.
He's slowly transforming into a ferret.
Yeah. Yes.
Like he looks like a human ferret.
Yes, you are so right.
Can we talk about Angela in the food eating contest?
Oh, dude, she took
that is winner edit. That is winner edit.
Bitch,
like she's winning the whole game after that.
It went down, it came out, and it went back down again. And I was like, damn, what kind of survivor is she used to
she was doing like jumping jacks.
Oh yeah.
See that?
Just all
if she doesn't win, she could probably get some.
She was doing this. Are you watching my tongue? Are you watching my tongue?
She's doing booty shakes too.
Literally
deep throat.
Like it was crazy.
I want to see her at the final three. Like, why do you deserve this win? She just takes out a sea cucumber. Game over. She wins right on the spot.
I quit. I'm not going up against that.
The other two just walk out. They're like,
yeah, that's like the final competition. You have to like deep throat something.
So the fire making challenge is a deep throat contest.
She's gonna be on a new. She's gonna get a call from another show, Survivor. Survivor Ghost Balls, because everything goes down, even the balls.
Oh my god, it was amazing though. It was amazing.
What is
Is she single? Is she single?
Yeah, she was so into that. She was beast mode too.
Yeah, is she single? Because if not, she's gonna get a lot of dates out of this.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
If there's $1 million on the line, I'm gonna beast mode anything you put in my mouth.
The pause and the stare at the camera is very frightening.
Would you do that? Would you eat those eyeballs? You would eat the eyeballs?
I would freaking swallow the eyeballs, and what the key is to swallow what you can at once so you don't taste it.
Yeah.
Just a 101 that every woman should know.
Honestly, I don't know how like they do that on the show. Like I would really, really struggle with that.
I would vomit.
I could never do those food competitions. I would throw up on the spot.
Yeah, like I'm like the pickiest eater in the world. Like I eat like a 12-year-old. So just the thought of like those eyeballs, like I literally like could not handle that.
I'd be like Allison's cat and puke at Jeff's feet.
Oh, he'd be puking. Tyler, I'm sorry for a minute. I didn't know where we were going because you said I'd eat a 12-year-old.
No, I like a 12-year-old.
and for Allison is a broke ass bitch with a mortgage, so she's gonna suck down some eyeballs whole.
True.
Honey, I've put salt on ice before as a meal.
Oh, how did that go?
It was a little bitter. It's just a cube of ice with salt on it. I gotta eat. You gotta eat something. Put ketchup on it. Ice is, it's a liquid.
I like when Sebastian said it was gaggerific.
Oh yeah,
it's like, does he sit around coming up with slogans? Like, is that his whole thing? Is like, I'm gonna have a new fucking weird thing to say today.
His whole life, his whole experience is this just binge-worthy, just these 60s surfer movies. And that was gaggerific, bro. I mean, I'm just like waiting for Frankie Valli or Annette Funicello to come flying out. Or I think they're both dead, so they wouldn't be flying out. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just his, I can't even get started.
And how about Wendell?
Like,
Wendell was all like, nope.
do I kind of look like Seabass right now?
No, your eyes are not on the side of your head.
Your eyes are
I
not.
look like a ferret.
Yeah, you don't look too stoned. He looks constantly stoned.
No, he looks like Sid from Ice Age.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and that's what a human version of a ferret would look like. Sid from Ice Age. This is all adding up.
It all adds up.
We've had this theory since before the first episode. Like, this is very well developed at this point.
Yeah, it all comes full circle.
Deborah came up with it before we even started and just ruined him for me. Like,
night one.
Sebastian never had a chance with me. Even if he was the Wendell right now, I would still be judging him harshly. It doesn't matter.
I love everything that comes out of his mouth. Like, he calls, like, Angela a seafood entrepreneur.
How does he know a word with that many syllables?
Yeah, 4-syllable word.
Entrepreneur? Does he even know what it means? It's not a person who eats nasty food. Anyway, I don't know work. I thought it was a good episode. Like I said, we got that comp beast Libby out because, you know, she is just tearing it up left and right.
She scared me.
She scared me.
Also, good for Michael for playing that idol correctly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But he also lost an ally when he played an idol again, right? Like, there's like last time he played it wrong, but like this is the second time he's played an idol and the second time he's lost an ally in that tribal.
He didn't play it too. He was like, you know, like maybe I'm paranoid, but you know, and I always say like better to play the idol and be wrong and not go home.
Yeah.
Rather than going home with an idol in your pocket.
Because then you have 3 days of damage control, right? So
exactly. Yeah, you never know what can happen in those 3 following days, but at least you're there for those next 3 days.
I like that he thanked Ozzy because that was Ozzy's fake stick.
Right.
And good on Jeff for saying this is not a stick. I was like, oh, that was a great throwback, right? It just felt good. I was really hoping he would say not a fucking stick.
Right.
Like, I'd be like, come on, Jeff, do it. Drop the bomb.
This is not a fucking stick.
I just like all about Jeff Probst going to Chelsea for participating.
No,
participation idol for participating.
My favorite Probst moment when he was like saying "go to sleep" in the creepiest way possible. I'm like, Jeff, sometimes you just like he's like stuck in Millennials versus Gen X where he just doesn't understand the youth.
Right.
Go to sleep.
Another thing I wanted to just laugh about for a second. You know, when Michael played his idol, he was like, I'm doing this for Ozzy circa 2007 when like it was very like he was reading from like the Survivor Wikipedia or something.
Yeah.
like
damn.
You were like 10 years old when this happened. Like you are not like flipping back to like the pages in your memory book being like, okay, this happened in 2007 when
he's asked in production.
Like
he's asked in production.
Production was like, hey Michael, it would be really cool if you mentioned the year that this is.
Yeah.
By the way, 2007.
And who cares if he's doing it for Ozzy? You think Ozzy's at home like, oh, my Survivor story's complete now.
Right.
And to be fair, Michael, who's 18, was only 7 in 2007, and I don't think he was allowed to stay up that late.
Probably not.
Right.
So how could he have possibly have known?
Right.
You've cracked the case.
Exactly.
I cracked it.
It was literally a fetus that casting like still probably had their eye on.
He was still swimming around in daddy's balls. I've said it from day one.
Right. But here we are, and it's a fucking stick, and now it's a fucking idol, and now it's a fucking used idol, circa 2007.
So, is Jenna turning into the new Chelsea? Because Chelsea had a little bit more airtime tonight, and Jenna just kind of like, went to Ghost Island. Oh, didn't find anything. Oh, and then she just pops back up on, like she's laying there all of a sudden. And I'm like, oh, they brought her back. Okay.
I don't even remember her coming back. They didn't show it.
No, because it's not important.
Yeah.
Ghost Island's irrelevant. It's only the name of the show.
Right. But Chelsea got a lot of time tonight, but it was still not a lot of substance in terms of like who she is as a person. You know, like we still
don't know her.
have like any kind of backstory. Like we have nothing to root for when it comes to Chelsea, and same with Jenna too. But yeah, like I was really hoping that during Ghost Island they would be like, Jenna, your curse is your resting bitch face. Here's a mirror. It's time to reverse the curse. Can you do it?
Can you smile for once?
But unfortunately, there was no play, and so we just got like a confessional for going, well, I didn't get lucky tonight, so that's it.
That's almost perfect. Like I'm screen capping that face. I'm screen capping this.
Tyler, you have to do the rest of the vlog just like that.
Wait, I wish I had a wig right now.
Oh, look, I have one, but you wouldn't be able to do anything with it.
That is so disturbing.
I'm really happy to be on the show right now.
It's kind of like,
You've already done more than Jenna. It's incredible.
it's like, look, I'm Seabass with my weird hair. You guys,
like we should dress up as Sebastian and Jenna for Halloween.
That's my Halloween.
That would be
This is gonna be my Halloween. You know.
Yes, perfect.
When Jenna was going to Ghost Island, did you guys catch that little moment right as she was leaving? She gave Michael like a heartfelt hug squeeze, and I feel like they did it right before she like went to Michael immediately and gave him like a squeeze. I keep feeling there's stuff the edit's not showing us. Like I think Michael's making a lot of relationships. He's just a threat.
Yeah, because they made it look like he was just sitting around alone tonight, not really
nothing.
doing
not working it.
nothing. And it seems so easy for them to go, we'll just vote for Libby. You know, if Michael uses his idol, we'll just get rid of Libby.
Yeah,
And
no big deal.
and then the random Wendell vote. But Angela, and I'll agree with the chat, Joey Con Thomas, who's the only person in the chat tonight, is besides Cliff talking about aqua dumps. Angela is, wow, really a threat. And I think she was right tonight by saying Chris leaving, he was only interested in his opinions and what he thought everyone should do. And it wasn't what he thought. He's like, this is what we're going to do. And now that he's gone, I'm really seeing a new Angela. And I'll be honest with you, I liked what I saw out of her tonight.
She went
in.
Wait a minute. Is Allison changing her mind?
No, we're still scared of her.
It doesn't happen often. And you're not doing the resting bitch face voice. Hello.
Wait a minute. I'm really excited right now. Are you changing your mind?
Well, I've never really had an opinion. I've never really had an opinion about Angela. Okay, I'm not an opinion. But yeah, she played good tonight.
That's my favorite face in the world, especially when Tyler does it. It's just like perfect.
I don't know. I'm not even gonna do it again.
Thank you.
I don't think I can do it.
I'm trying not to smell the fart. It just ripped.
I'm really happy.
I don't have a resting bitch face. I don't.
Hey, pray that you, or be happy that you don't, honestly.
But yeah, Angela did really good. I thought that Wendell kind of needs to roll it back a little bit because he pretty much won that challenge. And I thought maybe it put a little bit more of a target on him. It worried me a little bit. And Laurel is right. I mean, she had every right to be disappointed and upset with her alliance for not telling her.
Oh, absolutely.
I would be very butthurt. I would be very upset. I'd be like, whoa, the four of us. I
would have taken out Wendell.
I would have been like, look, the four of you, there's four of us. Two of you've got idols. The other two of us don't. That just shows me and Don, like the two of us, that we're the lowest on the totem pole. So give me a reason why I shouldn't vote with the majority when it comes to your asses.
Because they're still meat shields. Because she still needs the meat shield.
Yeah.
And the reason is how many numbers are still in the game, right? There's just so many people. There was 12 tonight still in the game, right? So it's just not the moment to strike on your own alliance, but she's got it in her. And everyone's aware that Wendell's a threat very early on. This is not good for Wendell.
Yeah.
No.
You know,
But-
like
Yeah, you can't. But you can't let your meat shield go too early.
Yes, but like Wendell has Dominic in front of him.
Yes,
As a meat-
Dominic will definitely go before Wendell, in my opinion.
And
well,
Dominic has the idol too, so I'm not too
Yeah.
worried about like Wendell in terms of like putting too big of a target on him right now. Especially with Libby going, like that wasn't somebody that was going to work with them, so now they are like one step closer, and they've solidified a little bit better, like a foursome of like Laurel and Jonathan.
I'm just really interested in Angela's gameplay right now because like I think she did a really good job leveraging Michael as a meat shield and doing like she legitimately like executed psychological warfare, like pinned everyone else, like and people forgot that she was Chris's number 2 and she reintegrated into the tribe. So I think she's player of the night for in my opinion. I think she killed it tonight.
I don't know though. Like sorry, go ahead, Allison.
I was just going to say, you know, we could do the hashtag in honor of her tonight, deep throating and swallowing.
Yep.
Or just Angela, whatever.
Angela Deep Throat.
Angela Deep Throat. Angela the Deep Throat.
That might already be a hashtag I don't want to
Deep
click.
Throat
I don't know what that following
Should it
is.
be,
Bring up
should it
some
be
other.
Deep Throat Angela?
Yeah, she's going to be getting weird tweets tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look, I'm not trying to be, look, you guys know me, the fans who watch the show know me. I have the sense of humor of a 13-year-old boy, okay? I'm not going to be classy about it. If I see a woman or a man deep throating a big, fat, girthy slug, I'm going to say something about it.
Girthy slug. Can that be the hashtag?
Where you get girthy slug.
Girthy slug. That is disgusting. That's the grossest thing I've heard you say, and you say tons of gross shit.
I say, honey, we haven't even started X on the beach yet. Don't even get.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, here's
Oh, it's
the
gonna be
thing.
so much fun.
Tell me when she was going in and out with that thing, you guys didn't think about me one time.
About you or about
me? Oh, Allison's gonna go nuts on this.
I was.
I think we all were.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like seriously, like I was in amazement of how
I
well
was
she deep throat. Like, oh my god.
My note for that was literally Angela's a fucking champ. That was my only note.
Angela the champ took that girthy slug.
But I want to break this down though, because I'm not as high on Angela's like big move of the night. What I'm finding my problem with Angela is that her kind of like thirst for the game isn't consistent. Like it's kind of metaphoric to her like eating this whole thing and then regurgitating it back up and then trying again.
It happens, Tyler.
It did. It really did. Yeah, like I'm just not a fan, I guess. Like she gets like randomly hungry for like strategy and like making a big move and stuff like that. And like I feel like there's like a little bit of like insanity in the eyes when she gets like this like bloodthirst.
Oh.
Like this is like the third episode where we've like randomly seen her just like step the fuck up and just like take like almost like a weird dominance of things. And
and to win the immunity all in one night.
Right,
it's really putting a huge target on her. It's making her look really dangerous.
Well, her game hasn't been consistent, and this is just my opinion, is because she's been behind Chris.
Yeah. That was going to be my rebuttal to this is she has a very strange relationship to authority, right? It comes from her military background, and she looked up to Chris as the guy giving her orders, and she listened to his orders. Right? Like, she was very, like, in line, and now she's like, oh, my sergeant's gone. I guess I'm in charge of the platoon. Right. Like, you know, when she was talking, they're playing fucking war drums in the background. It's like, that. I was just like,
that bitch in charge.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, G.I. Jane is here. She's going to take everyone the fuck out.
Right.
I really think even with her inconsistencies, unintentionally helps her game, because I don't think they're going to be that threatened by her because of her past gameplay, even though she's kind of waking up. I don't think they're going to act on her. I will actually go as far as say, like, at least the next 5 tribals, she's not going to be touched.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
I will go that far. I will put down Canadian dollars and cents, a loony and a toonie on this.
A loony and a toonie.
Survivor Ghost Throat.
That's about $1.67 American.
So Cliff, like, what do you think like the order is from here on out then? If you think that Angela is like safe.com/survivor.
So within the 5, Michael's gonna go for sure.
Yeah.
He's gone. I think Dez is for sure gone. I think she's going to be collateral damage. I think Kellen's going to be waking up as a threat too. I think she's going to be gone. So those are 3 I'm very certain within the next 5 are going to be gone. Other 2, it's going to really depend on how the story plays out.
Yeah, I just hope that this doesn't turn into like a sausage fest for the end game. Like that's like 3 women in a row, and I really hope that.
I think it's going to be. I think we're definitely looking at a male winner. Yeah,
I hate
that. We
that.
definitely are. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like if there's going to be a female winner, it's going to be Kellen. I think she's the only potential female winner in my eyes.
Laurel.
No, I don't think so. I think she's gonna get fucked by Wendell.
Okay.
They're really playing up that story between the 2. I think one's gonna come on top. If any guy's gonna win, it's probably gonna be Wendell or Dominic, right? Even though like my prediction was Michael. I think I'm wrong now. I think Michael's going to be toasted soon.
Yeah, I think the road is.
Allison picked Wendell night 1.
You did.
Yeah. It's looking like his edit's getting good every time. Like even when Laurel undermined him in her confessional, he recognized that in his confessional. So it wasn't like a downfall for Wendell because he understood what he had to fix.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, it didn't show him as a fool in that moment.
Yeah. Exactly. Even though it showed her insight. So I really think they're showing a mental chess game between the 2. I think it's going to be like a really brilliant tit for tat with them. But I think ultimately Laurel's going to lose against Wendell. Okay.
Do you think Laurel, like, is she making the final tribal with them? Or do you think like Angela's going to sail all the way to final?
If it's final 4 with Donathan, you take Donathan over Laurel.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, right?
Well, so because he has that like story about like I grew up in the South and like I met an exotic man named James for the first time in my life.
Exotic man.
What was that? A Southern accent?
That's
and all my family is Southern, so I probably just did a really bad job.
No, you have to get into that Saturday Night Live Jeff Sessions.
Yeah, exactly.
Kate McKinnon doing Jeff Sessions. That is Donathan.
I was afraid of taking Donathan to the end just because he has this like small town like guy who is gay, so like he's like an outsider. I don't know, like the sob story, you know?
Yes and no. It really depends, right? Because I kind of thought the same as Ty, but then Ty mid-game screwed up his own game by making some moves that were outside of his character from the original half of the game, right?
That's true.
And Donathan, A, has the potential to do that. There's a lot of time for him to do things out of character. But B, I just don't know if he can communicate his game as clearly as Wendell can. If he was up against Wendell in Dominic, like even the way Dominic handled that Chris tribal, there's no way Donathan competes with those 2 in a bout of words.
Absolutely.
Like he just doesn't hold up.
I agree with that.
Yeah, Donathan.
Laurel could.
Donathan hasn't really been on the block. He really hasn't been like really thrown out there seriously. So we really don't know how he's going to act when that time does come. And that's the thing about this game that I've noticed, and really in any game, is that you really don't know how people are going to act until it comes down to their name being thrown around. I mean, you can be as cool and calm and collected, and then when it gets down to, oh crap, I might really go. It's like the Joker said in The Dark Knight, you really find out who a man is when the chips are down. I mean, when your back's against the wall, you really find out who you are. And you want to know which one of your friends were cowards.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he even says it.
And there's archetypes in Survivor that people don't like if they play like certain players. So like the Donathan types, like the sweet kind of underdog types or the motherly types, if they play any kind of vicious game, people turn on them.
Yeah, I mean, you comparing him to Ty, I think that's a delicious metaphor. I think that's perfect.
Delicious.
Yeah, I really do. Like, I think that's great, and that's a really great secret thought. Because that happened to Ty both times that he played. You know, I love Ty. Lisa Welchel in Survivor Philippines.
That's what I'm saying with those archetypes, right? He tends to go with the mother archetypes too, because like like if you think of Don Meehan or like Chrissy Hasselbeck, if any of the guys played like them, they if they were men, they would have won.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Right, like so there's always this like standard with the Survivor players, like just this weird double standard with men, women, underdogs, alphas, and there's always more respect to alphas, which is very strange. Right.
Well,
that's why like. Well, that's why Ben won last season, and he, it was a bullshit twist that he was in the end. He shouldn't have won.
No, he shouldn't have. Ben, I will go on the record and say Ben is the worst Survivor winner. We have.
Yeah, I'll back it up.
Thank you.
Ship it. Yeah.
I don't think he's the worst. There was another one that was worse. I'm not even going to mention them.
No,
but
you better not be saying Judd. That's my homie.
Wait,
Fabio? I fucking love Fabio. Everyone shits on him for being the worst, but I think Fabio's the shit.
No, I totally disagree. Ben is by far the worst. He would have gone home 3 different times if he didn't have those immunity idols. That is the definition of a bad Survivor player. And
how about that time they didn't show him finding the final immunity idol? It was up under him in the bed or whatever the fuck they slept on, and he couldn't. It's like, oh, I see it under there, and the next thing we know, he's pulling it out of his butthole at the count, and I'm like, I want to see these things.
That was like production handing him.
Yeah,
exactly. Especially sitting next to Chrissy, who had won like 4 immunities, and she just played like an awesome like strategic out in front game the entire time.
She killed it. But here's the question about this season, though. So that fire making, hey, the Final Four is a fire making challenge automatically. That new rule they put in last season, they haven't told this cast that that's a twist. So it's the same thing as last season. Someone at Final Four get fucked by fire making.
They know.
Are you sure? Because when he was talking about tonight about knowing the final, he was just saying the format. He never said anything about the fire making.
No, I'm positive. This was confirmed on Rob Has a Podcast last week.
Oh, it was? Okay.
They asked Jeff about it. Like they do know that the Final Four is fire making.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's good.
That's where I would be out. I'd be like, I came all this way and you guys want me to make fucking fire? You're lucky I haven't died out here.
You should know how to make fire if you're on Survivor, though.
Listen, I would be the goat that they drag. And I'm literally mean they will be dragging me by the leg, my limpless, almost lifeless body, just because I wouldn't be able to do shit. I'd be as useless as the eyebrows on Chelsea's face. It would just be, there'd be nothing left. And they would have to prop me up and hold me up. Allison, why should we give you the $1 million? I got nothing at this point. I mean, it wouldn't even be me talking. They would be talking for me.
See, I would have been dead as soon as I jumped out of the boat. So the whole season, I would be like fucking Weekend at Bernie's. They'd have to Weekend at Bernie's me.
I would have knocked myself out. Yeah.
You need to know how to make fire. You need to know how to deep throat sea cucumbers.
Hey, listen, that's delicious, girthy plugs. My cats and
I really hate the word girthy.
Girthy. That is a word.
It has its positives and negatives.
Some things
your smile is too genuine, Tyler.
Yeah, it has its positives and negatives depending upon where you're receiving it.
Right. So anyway, because I know my mom is probably watching again.
How it is received.
Hi, Tyler's mom.
Right.
Hi,
Mom. I'm sorry. Oh, and hi to Maria. Shout out to Maria.
Hi, Maria.
Love you.
Funny business.
Joy-Con Thomas in the chat asked for power rankings. So we can, since there's like still like however many, like 10 people left or so, why don't we do our top 5?
Top 5?
Yeah.
Oh, so many. Can I do a 3?
Define power rankings, like most dominant or who we just think are playing the best games?
Best games.
Okay.
All right, let's do top 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, can we please live in it?
Okay, right now my top 3 are Wendell, Angela, and
Angela at number 2.
Yeah, I think Angela stole the show tonight, but I'm not putting her that high in the total.
That's a bold,
I didn't mean in order. That's just my 3.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I'm not done.
Yeah,
I haven't even said my 3rd one yet.
She's backpedaling.
Chelsea.
I'm back. Hold on, I got to backpedal. Wendell, Angela. I don't know. I'm going to throw a wild card in there. It would amaze me if Sebastian actually made it far. I'm thinking there's something going on with this guy.
He might be gone in the next 5. That would make sense.
There's nothing going on with him, I swear.
Excuse me. There's something going on there.
No, nothing.
Okay, so my top 3. At number 1, I'm giving it to Wendell still. Even though I think he's overplaying a little bit, I think he's got a lot of control. Number 2, I'm giving it to Kellen because she's not on anyone's radar. She won immunity. She could probably win more immunity going forward. I think she's played a really smart game, even when she held back earlier in the game. And, I just think she's been playing really well. And then I'd give it to Dominic by just being able to put his ego down and recognizing that. I think it was a really good move. I think it's a long-term move. I think he's looking for the end.
I respect those choices. I like those.
Thank you. I knew if I put Angela up there, you'd snatch me, so I'm not going to even bother.
You're going to snatch his wig?
Oh, God.
I only have a wig left.
Look,
Yeah.
I mean, just snatch mine off my head.
It's been snatched.
I'm really, tangling.
That looks like you have Sebastian on your head.
It's Sebastian. It's my halo.
Looks like a ferret.
We talked about it the other day. It's just the halo.
Deb, what about your rankings?
Definitely Wendell, Laurel, and I'm going to go with Donathan.
Donathan? Why Donathan top 3? I want to hear the justification for it.
Yeah.
Because he's not unaware of what is going on. He is very aware of what's going on. He's aware of where he lies in his alliance, and
sorry, Allison looks like cousin.
I can't. Forget it. I lost it.
Sorry, I'm slapping my cat.
I really
with my
trying to
hair.
listen to you, but it's like, what's she doing?
Forget it.
Go ahead, Deb.
I do think Donathan's underestimated, Deb. I'm with you on there.
Really
I think he's severely underestimated. Even when you show when he's lying down, the way he talks to people is very direct. He's very intentional, which I don't think people would expect from him. He seems like he'd be like the guy that accidentally spilled the beans, like the Keith Nail. Like, oh, are we going through with the plan? Like, people would expect that from him. We're not getting that at all. He's a lot more calculated than we're seeing.
I don't know. I'm really not as high on Donathan, honestly.
Why, though? Like, I'm not top 3, but I think he's up there. Like, I think he's playing an underestimated game.
I would put him at, number 5 on these rankings.
Which is still pretty high.
It's a respectable 50% up the ladder.
So there's 11 left, so it's like 55 or something.
I'm not going to say anything about Donathan until he's been threatened and I see how he behaves.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. We got to see what he does with his back up against the wall.
Yeah, he hasn't been up against the wall. I feel like he hasn't had to scrap too much outside of that very first vote where they were thinking about targeting him instead of Gonzalez.
And that's why I think things look good for Dominic, because Dominic has had to go in front of everyone. Like that tribal with Chris. I wasn't with you guys for that one, but I caught up earlier and watched that episode. Yeah. Like he really threw himself out there and was straight up, I'm going after Chris tonight. Here's why I'm going after Chris.
And sometimes that doesn't pay off, but in this case it did. And fortune favors the bold in this game. Sometimes.
I have a theory though. Because now that I'm really feeling like this 4 alliance might make it deep and might pull a faux kind of thing, or an I2, whatever you want to put it. I think that, do you remember a couple seasons ago when Jeff Probst just randomly told us what would happen in the instance of a tie at Final Tribal Council?
Was that ever confirmed?
What did he say?
2 seasons ago at a reunion, he just told the audience, one of the questions I get all the time is what would happen in a tie in Final Tribal Council? And he's saying the third person that's in the Final Tribal that doesn't have the votes, they would have a vote.
That's what I would think.
Right?
Yeah, that would be the logical thing because they have no shot at winning.
Do you think that, why would he say that when it was unprovoked in a season that it never happened? Do you think he was possibly leading up to a tie this season?
There were a lot of rumors last season that it was going to be a tie at Final Tribal Council.
Yeah.
So I think that like that ship is kind of set sailed since there was no tie.
How could there be a tie? It's not an even number of juries.
If there's a medevac, right? Like if a jury member gets medevaced.
What do you mean?
Well, how many people are in jury?
Oh wait, no, it'd be final 3. So then that would leave
whenever there's a set
10
of 3,
in jury.
It can always be a tie.
How many? How many people?
It's 10 in jury. So if it was
jury,
like
right.
So let's say it was 5 votes Dominic, 5 votes Wendell, and Donathan was like the 3rd vote. He would choose the winner.
Right.
I'm just saying it was very strange that he mentioned it unprovoked after all these seasons of being asked that question. I'm like, this is me putting on my tinfoil hat.
But there was another season past that there was almost a tie. There was a question as to what would happen.
Huh. I don't know if that was confirmed though. I'll have to like check the check.
I'm just being a conspiracy theorist here.
Yeah. No, I love a good conspiracy.
Yeah, because I remember bringing that question up to I brought it up to Steve Moses, and I brought it up to what's his name? What's his name? John Carroll. I brought it up to him and Steve Moses on what would happen if there is a tie.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't know. That would be really exciting, but also they would have to say that at final tribal council, you know, when they go to like tally the votes, because they wouldn't let, say Donathan is that 3rd final tribal council, like losing finalist who now gets a vote. They wouldn't let them leave and then watch the show and then vote live like right then and there.
No, because that would really put like someone on the spot.
That would really spoil a lot of like the end of the finale of like Jeff like dramatically reading the votes and like the audience like cheering and stuff like that. But it would also make it really exciting too, in terms of like this kind of huge cliffhanger the entire like last like hour of the show, like where's Donathan gonna vote kind of thing.
Oh my god, but that would really put someone in a spot. And the thing is that they can't let it get to a live show, because then they're watching everything and seeing everything.
Right.
They're seeing too much.
Right, exactly.
To be able to make that decision. They're seeing, you know, a lot of the private conversations that they may not have been privy to if they were just in the game.
I mean, look to Danielle Reyes in Big Brother 3. That's exactly why she lost, is because of something like that. So I'll give my power rankings real quick too. I'm going to put Laurel at number 1.
Ooh. I actually had a sneaky suspicion you were going to do that.
I love some Laurel.
And then I'm going to put Helen at number 2.
You love her.
I really do. I really love
I'm a big Helen fan too. I do think she's doing great.
I forgot she was on the show tonight because they didn't really, you want a lot of her.
Hey, she's the opposition right now, so I think like her being quiet is a good thing. You know, no news is good news right now for her.
And she showed endurance in that last immunity, so like that could easily paint a target, so it's good for her to shrink back.
Right, exactly. So 3 cheers for Kellen. And then number 3 has to go to Wendell.
Yeah.
Beast.
Surprised you put Wendell so low, but like it makes sense. You just think he's overplaying a little right now?
Well, I just think that like the writing's on the wall a little too much for him to be the winner.
Yeah, he's definitely a threat.
If he ended up being the winner, I would say, yeah, no shit. I was saying that before the merge even happened. You know? Like they're almost like revealing like the murder of the murder mystery party a little bit too soon, in terms of like edit wise, because like his edit has been so rich, and I think that like they could be setting him up for the winner, or they could be setting him up for like a Kelly Wentworth Final Four, like robbed goddess kind of. Yeah,
I think like honestly he's giving me Yule vibes.
Okay.
He just is, and even like remember Yule went up against Ozzy in Cook Islands, right? He went up against a fierce competitor, and I think Dominic's going to be that competitor for him.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think Dominic's Ozzy and he's the Yule. And it feels very I-2-4. So I almost feel like we're getting a little bit of a sequel to Cook Islands right now.
Right.
Hey, do y'all want to do some spoilery stuff for a minute?
Ooh,
There's spoilers. Do we have
spoilery.
spoilers?
Well, the thing that Tyler sent us earlier.
Ooh, I don't
Oh,
know
no.
what to talk about.
No. Mm-mm.
Okay,
You
yeah,
wanna
because
talk
I
about
didn't see it. I didn't see it.
No spoil. No, not that kind of spoiler. That's too big.
Yeah, we'll talk about it once we go off air. But
Okay,
Yeah, 'cause now I'm curious.
fine. Don't blame me. I guess we're not doing spoilers.
No not like
No
that.
spoilers.
No.
yeah,
I
this
gotta
is a pretty
spoil
big
it for ya.
spoiler.
Somebody's
Not everybody would appreciate that kind of spoiler.
Yeah.
in this room.
No.
Yeah.
People that are there's actually people watching Allison.
Well, I understand that we
Yeah.
got 8
It's
people
not just
watching.
us hanging
So
out.
we can freaking tell them, hey, this is a spoiler. You know
No.
how to find us. Bye.
No,
How
but
about
people.
this? They can, if you guys want the spoiler, email me at tlionsPhoto@gmail.com.
Our only person in the chat room, Joy-Con Thomas, wants a spoiler. We don't have to give him the whole thing.
No, it says there's 8 people watching right now.
Yeah, but he's the only one in the chat talking.
Yeah, the others are politely lurking. That's nice.
Yes.
Like Maria.
Hi,
She's
lurkers.
lurking. Maria's lurking. I know she's.
Okay.
I don't think that we should.
Joy, we're not going to do spoilers.
Yeah.
We're sorry.
We're sorry.
sorry.
They are
Yeah,
kind of deep-throated spoilers.
Yeah, the sea cucumber wins the entire
Yeah.
season.
It's actually we would be deep throat and people would turn on us.
Joy-Con Thomas, go to Reddit, Spoiled Survivor, if you want to know. That's what I'll say.
Ooh.
What, go where? You said that
Reddit,
kind of fast.
Is this like so? This is a heavy spoiler.
It is.
heavy?
Yeah.
Heavy.
And where
Oh,
does
boy.
where do they need to go if they want it?
The subreddit called hold on.
Like-
Spoiled Survivor, because there's Survivor spoilers and Spoiled Survivor.
Yeah, so that right. You're on both of them too. That's fantastic.
Of course, I very rarely check them though. I only check them if I'm really antsy about something.
Yeah, I don't either because like there have been like so few spoilers this season.
Yeah.
But this one came out today, so
And it makes me laugh when people write fake lists that are just so obviously fake, and I'm just like, I don't know what you people are doing with your lives, but this is entertaining me.
yeah,
It's like this looks like a list Allison wrote.
right.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of accounts that you have. You're the only
Right.
one doing it.
Okay, tell them where to go again.
Yeah, it's the subreddit for Spoiled Survivor. That's how it's typed. However, like I always take
I think Joy-Con read it.
I always take these spoilers with a grain of salt because, as Cliff said, like a lot of people make boot lists and stuff, so we
They
don't
pull
know.
them out of their ass.
This
Yeah.
one has a lot more credibility to it. But I don't let these define like my power rankings or anything like that. Just an asterisk. Like I'm not like spoiling without spoiling, if that makes any sense. Like
Well, here's the thing. Wendell's gonna win. I said it.
You really think so?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Wendell's gonna win. I think Donathan's gonna make it farther than we all will be able to fathom. And I think Sebastian will too. I think that Angela will make it far. I have a feeling that Desiree will be gone probably this week or next week, just because of the preview from next week, because the paranoia is starting to set in with her.
yeah.
Mhm.
Now,
Because she really hasn't done anything.
I have a
But then Michael's
theoretical
still there.
question.
But
Yeah.
Michael's still there, so they probably still
Yeah,
want to
but
get him out.
production will throw another idol at him. Come on now.
Now, I've always wondered if 3 like super lame players make it to the end, like who would win? Like if it was like Chelsea, Jenna, and Desiree.
Oh
Oh my
Who
God,
wins that?
Desiree.
I
I
think
think
Desiree,
Desiree takes it
I think
Yeah.
because she just doesn't ruffle feathers. She's more calculated,
that and
except when she's
Yeah.
in a comp.
so
Look.
Desiree can pull that kind of sob story out. I'm telling you, in this day and age in Survivor, like so many of the recent winners lately have been
Yes,
that pull
sob
out
stories.
sob story. Like, do not underestimate the power of Ben, of Adam, of Jeremy. Like the list goes on and on and on lately. So
Yeah, but people like Jeremy and Adam, they did play good games. And they didn't have it handed to them by production like Ben did.
Adam played a sloppy game, but he was likable, right? Like he made some good moves, but he was very likable. And I definitely think with Adam, the sob story did help. As much as I don't want to say that because it's such a sad story, but it did help him.
Yeah, and Adam like almost didn't bring that up, but he like I think it came out like during Jay's question because Adam just started getting emotional. And Adam was like, I don't want to talk about it.
And Jay knew, right? So,
and then it was awkward. Like, everybody was like, okay, what is happening? So then Adam kind of had to tell from there.
Same thing happened with Jeremy. It was the last question.
Yeah, he didn't go around parading about it the whole time.
Right. He kept it very much so to himself. I'm not as high on Jeremy as a winner as a lot of people are. And I don't know why that is. I think maybe because I was so like hell bent on Kelly winning that I'm just like forever bitter about it. Like in my opinion, Kelly Wentworth in Second Chances has the single best like hell of a run in Survivor history.
Yeah.
She also had the best Botox.
You think she has Botox?
Oh damn. Yeah.
No, really?
I don't know about that.
Kelly Wigglesworth?
No, Wentworth.
No, Wentworth.
Wentworth.
Yeah, Wigglesworth has got Botox legit.
Oh, I'm sitting there going, what did I miss? Okay, never mind. Talking about
Wigglesworth.
Wigglesworth can't wiggle her face.
Yeah. No, I think Jeremy was a good winner because, like, even though people will try to downplay them, I think Tasha and Spencer were fierce competitors, even though they got 0 votes. Like, I think they're both very good players. Look how deep they went both their runs.
Yeah, that's true.
They're good players, and Spencer was on the bottom in both at some point early on in the game. Like, I think he was up against fierce competition and beat them. Yeah. I think he might have lost against Kelly, though.
Yeah, oh, for sure, yeah. Because Kelly had, like, the 3 witches, and then she had, I think, like, she would have gotten Joe's vote because Joe was, like, smitten with Kelly in the end there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Kelly would have taken that. Keith Nail would have also voted for her. Yeah, she would have had that.
And one of the smartest decisions Kelly's ever made, not coming back for Game Changers. Yeah. Like, not coming back as a returning very soon. Like, that is so smart for her. Like, don't pull a Sierra, right? Like, Sierra's worst thing was coming back too soon.
Yeah, and Sierra's one of my favorite players of all time, so that makes me so sad.
In Blood versus Water, her and Hayden were my top 2, and then, like, she went and pulled that, right? And I was like, oh, crap.
Yeah.
Well, who do you guys, let's go around and say, who do you guys think is going home next week? I said Desiree.
Michael.
I think Michael.
Yeah, he used his idol. He's exposed. They want him gone.
Yeah. I think Desiree's the red herring.
Wendell knows he's coming for him.
I'm gonna say Angela.
Dude, if it's Angela, like, you're getting a toonie in the mail.
They
in the mail.
I feel like they really focused on her tonight, and so that they can tell other stories next episode on Angela's way out the door.
Nah, I think she's going deep because she's had a thick story from early. Dude, like episode 2, you're nuts.
Nope.
No one that's going out as third juror is having episode 2 story arc. You're nuts.
Personal story though. It's always been like, I'm a crazy game bot who's going to like murder everybody in this game and deep.
She scares me.
Yeah, she's got psycho eyes.
Oh, Joey Con Thomas said he saw the Reddit.
Oh, legit?
Ooh, legit saw it. He said, wow. Yeah.
Now I gotta go see the Reddit. Damn it, guys.
I can't say anything, but yeah.
Yeah, I really don't think we should say anything.
Yeah,
I won't say anything, but I'm gonna look.
Okay.
But hey, here's the thing. We gotta wrap this up.
We do.
Our hashtag tonight's gonna be delicious girthy slug. Delicious girthy slug. And everyone tag the hell out of Clifford.
Have a deep throat girthy slug.
Everyone's gonna think you're talking about me.
Just hashtag girth.
It's going to be so popular that whenever you Google that, his Twitter is going to show up.
Delicious girth slug.
How about deep throat girthy slug? And then we'll tag Clifford.
Just tag the shit out of Clifford.
It has its advantages and disadvantages.
Are you looking at it, Cliffy?
I'm trying to. 1 second. I don't know which one it is.
Oh, Cliffy,
All
did we
right.
send it to you?
Wait,
Hold on.
yeah.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out
Yeah.
of here. Let me say goodbye to everyone, and then we'll continue off.
All right, yeah, you guys should just tell me off air.
Yeah, we'll just say that. Here's the thing. Please subscribe to this channel, My Weekly Meltdown. We love it. You guys will get a notification when we go live on your phone, on your computer, whatever. And please like Facebook. I mean, like My Weekly Meltdown on Facebook. And like Facebook too, I guess. You can find me. I am on the Twitter at Summers, SOMMERS 1977. I am on Instagram at the.memphis.darling. And you can find Debbie at My Next Life, DEBI, My Next Life, Debbie, on Twitter. And I'm going to try to do Tyler's real quick without screwing it up.
Do it.
You can find him on all social media at T Lyons, and that's TLYONZZ.
Yes, you got it.
Nailed it.
And I put a link to Cliff's YouTube channel down in the body of this video. Please go freaking subscribe to it. This man should have way more subscribers.
Well, I just started like a month ago, so
it doesn't matter. You're freaking hilarious.
And this Friday, I just want to quickly mention because it's 420. I'm sharing a story of the time my wife took a pot cookie and called the ambulance on herself.
Oh my god!
And that's gonna be on my channel, so I hope people check that out as a special 420 gift.
I am subscribing to you right now.
You're the best.
So also coming up on My Weekly Meltdowns channel, Cliff and I will be covering MTV's X on the Beach.
Because we like trash.
Because we're all about that MTV trash. And the X on the Beach is definitely trash TV. And
Is it a challenge or is it just like trash?
No, it's just them deep-throating sea cucumbers the entire season.
It's a total slut show.
Yeah.
It's going to be great. Polly Califiore's on it. It's going to be so bad. It's going to be good. But I think we're going to try to do that Friday night at 11:10 Central. I think is what we were coming up with. Cool. So we'll have that going on. And Saturday, I think are we still doing Saturday Big Brother Canada?
Yeah, at 2 p.m.
Right, at 1 Central. Is that what we were going to do?
Yes.
If that changes, we'll post it.
Break down all the riveting gameplay up there.
Oh, I can't. Listen, you already know how I feel about it. Don't get me started.
It's going to be a half-hour show, just saying.
It's going to be a 5-hour show of just therapy.
Right. Allison's therapy session.
Well, yeah, that's what last Saturday turned into.
Right.
So anyway, thank you guys for watching. We will see you guys next Wednesday, and we will continue our combo in a second.
I'm so excited.
Oh, my God. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Remember,
Bye.
hashtag girth slug. Or what is it?
Girthy slug.
Deep throat girthy slug.
Hashtag deep throat girthy slug.
Oh my gosh.
That's so on the nose.
Hashtag it's delicious.
On that note, bye everybody.
Bye,
Tag the shit out of him. Don't be tagging me. All right, bye y'all.